Hi, this is another episode of Mains by Matorish, and I'm Matorish. Welcome to the channel. If you've not been here before, if you have been here before, I'm glad to have you back. I've got a little different background. I'm trying a little something different, but I've got a little bit of synthetic drip for you today. Another curly wig. Yeah, I love a good curly wig. And I did a human curly wig. I've got another human hair curly wig that I'm going to do. Not today. We're going to do another synthetic curly wig. And the reason I'm doing another synthetic curly wig is because I'm going to give the last synthetic curly wig I had. This one, and I've been dying to try this line. I love Sensationnel. And here's the card. Okay, light, don't play with me. This is the Sensationnel Butta Lace, What the Lace, Butta Unit 5 in a 1B. Now, it's ear-to-ear lace, and it has a wider parting, they say. Okay, whatever. Like, I can't pluck apart if I don't like the way the part is, but we're going to let them have that. Apparently, it comes in 9 different colors. And these are all the pretty colors. Mine is 1B, which means it's just the 1B. You know, it's 1B. Now, Lord bless it in here, because you know I'm a mess. Okay. I've already cut the lace off of her, and the whole idea of this particular wig is that the lace is soft. This lace is extremely soft. It's also extremely stretchy, and I guess that's a good thing. I'm not really sure, but one of the reasons I wanted this wig is because the last synthetic curly wig I had is not. Here she is. A Butta Lace 5, which means there must be other Butta Laces, but I'm not interested in those. You know, I'm really not right now. But at any rate, this is a center part wig. You see the center part. And as I've already cut off the lace, I did not powder the part, but it's got the usual cap construction. There are 2 combs here that aren't exactly next to the part, which is a little odd. They're closer to the ear. There is the larger comb in the back, as well as the stretchy adjustable strap, piano keys, remember that? And this one has the center part. I don't know if I showed you that, but if I did, forgive me. I forget things. Okay. Anyway, let's put this silly thing on, because I love it. Now it's got lots and lots of baby hair. Y'all know what I'm gonna do with that, right? Yeah, okay. And somebody told me I should swoop my wigs around in the back and then put them on instead of just throwing it over my head like this. So when you start doing wigs yourself, you do it any way you want to. Okay, because this is the way I'm doing mine. Okay, here we go. Let me open up my mirror because I don't have her open for some reason. And I'm going to put her over here so that I'm always looking into the corner, because I need to see what's going on with this part in the front, because that doesn't feel centered. There are no real ear tabs on this wig, like some wigs have a defined little ear tab under here. Now I have on my wig grip cap because I just cut my own hair, and I don't know, no combs digging into my head. I don't want none of that happening. So let me pull this back just a little bit. Now I think she's really pretty, but she's a little big for my face. When I was cutting off the lace, I admit it, I cut the wig a little bit. Okay, all of it was the same length. You know, I can't see the world through the hair. I couldn't see the world through the hair. So what I had to do was literally cut a little bit off in the front, but that's all I did. I didn't cut off any in the back. And for those of you who wear wigs and know what wigs should feel like, this is really a very soft synthetic wig. It has the same kind of texture as the human hair wig that I showed earlier or later last week or early last week or whenever I did it, y'all. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, of course, in order to get the curls to come, instead of adding water like you would with a human hair curly wig, you're just going to have to play with it until it keeps growing. Now, to be perfectly honest, it can't get too big for me, and the curls are staying very nicely. I wouldn't add any water to this to call myself trying to curl it, but what I did do was take my scissors. Where'd they go? Hold on just a moment. Gotta get my scissors. They're actually in the right place again. That's twice in a row. That doesn't happen to me very often. And what I did was just go down and cut a little of the hair off in the front. Now, of course, when I first cut it, It was a little more than that, but it's really easy. You just kind of wedge your way down the hair like that, so that you don't end up with a blunt end that you can't blend in and get it out of your face. I still get the feel. No, it's at my hairline. Let's pull it back a little bit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now she's bouncing and behaving. Now, I didn't put any powder underneath in the part. And one of the things about this particular curly wig is I don't like the way it's kind of curling up in the top. It's shaping up to be a hump. Okay, I ain't gonna do that job, but it's shaping up to be a hump up here. And I'm not pleased with that. And although I don't suggest trying to curl this with some water, I'm not even sure that even works. I am going to use some Tresemme, some mousse to try and lay this down. If that doesn't work, I've got my handy dandy. Yeah, we're gonna get this hump out the middle of my head. Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah. But that is a problem for me. It's got a curl pattern that is really pretty to me, but I still think this should be flat. I don't know why, but it's my wig. Till I give it away anyway. Okay, let's shake up the Tresemme. Let's see what it does, because it may do nothing. It may do nothing. It may work. Well, it looks better than it did. At least it's not humping up and looking real strange. What I'm going to do is just take my little brush, or actually it's a very big brush, and I'm going to brush this down just to the top of the curls. This is a synthetic wig. This sucker is gonna take. You should be able to lay this part in the top down, because nobody wants to look like a cone head unless they are a cone head. And there's plenty of cone heads around here without me adding to the cone head population. Okay, so I've got this moosed into here. Let's put a little in here. And I'm using mousse instead of water because I'm trying to gain control over the front of this wig. I did get some shedding, but most of that was from cutting off the lace. That happens. We talked about that. So I'm still getting quite a bit of shedding, but I'm still fooling with the front of the wig. And most of this is my fault. Most of it. Or at least it better be my fault. I don't know if it's all my fault. But if it's not all my fault and this wig is falling apart, I'm not going to be happy, but I don't think it is. I think what it is literally what I said, is that I was cutting in the front of the wig around the lace. She's looking. See, that's a good length for me, but that's long enough. But I got it out of my face. Let's see how the hump's doing. As the mousse is drying, it seems to be flattening out some, but I'm not real happy with that. Now, I don't know how heat safe this wig is. You see me with a hole in my wig, you know, it wasn't heat safe. Actually, I'm just using the back of the iron to flatten this, because it really does bother me that there's a hump in the center of this wig. Oh, that's much better. At least I'm happy with it. There you go. There, I'm much more happy with that look of flatness in the top, because anybody that had this much hair, the weight of the hair would pull the hair straight away from the part. And it's noticeable when there's a side part. It's more noticeable when there's a center part, because it's lined up with the symmetry of your face, your eyes, your nose, and all of that. So, you know, this is a great wig. I think I like the softness of it. I like the kind of fluffy curlness. Curlness? Is curlness a word? No, problem out. Curliness of it. And since I cut it a little bit, I like the way it's out of my eyes. There's a piece over here that's about to bug me. You know what I do with hair? Yeah, this has got to go. And all I'm going to do is cut straight down. And I'm just trying to get it so that it frames my head, my face, and I'm not looking crazy. Oh, there we go. Let's get this side too, since we getting sides. Now, when you do this, you have to either do it with confidence or don't do it at all. I've gone in and literally ruined a wig because I got to cutting. And so I'm not suggesting that you don't cut, but kind of look at the lines where it might lay when you're finished. See, I'm happy with this. but it can go wrong real quick with a good sharp pair of scissors. Okay, we got the top nice and laid down. So now Maturish is happy. There's no hair in my eyes. I'm really happy. And it's all nice and curly. What we need to do is add some powder to the part. I'm not laying this wig down. So if you see the lace around the sides of my face, close your eyes. You'll get over it. The powder that I like to use, I can't turn this up, is CoverGirl Clean Professional. It's a shade lighter than the powder that I use for my own makeup, which is what you want for your parts in your wigs, because your scalp is a little bit lighter than your skin. And I think I've told you about this trick before, but what I do with a center part wig, and most of my wigs are because I always wore my own hair in a center part, is when I cut the lace off, is to cut a little V, a very small V. Don't be trying to make a capital V in the front of your wig. Put a little bitty V right here in the beginning of the part, right here. And that will give it a little more natural look than you would get if you cut a jagged motion straight across that crossing of your face where it needs to, where the part actually needs to open up, and you don't have to put in as much powder in there. And then when you're finishing up your makeup, you want to take your makeup up to the edge of this wig all the way around so that the lace will melt into your face. Now, I'm not wearing any glue, but this isn't a bad melt. I mean, it matches my skin really well. The lace that you can see, there ain't gonna be much lace on my wigs, but the lace that you can see matches pretty well. And so I know if I got some powder, some real powder that I normally wear, which is Bare Minerals, it would be fine. So I guess it accomplishes what it set out to accomplish. Let's take a look here and see. She accomplishes what she set out to. You know what? There is like a hump, right? Uh-oh. She's going in. There we go. Okay, now we got both sides looking alike to me. Okay. And what looks alike, where I think it looks the same, you may think it a little differently, but I'm the one that has to wear the wig. Just like when it's your wig, you're the one that has to wear the wig. And so, you know, do what makes you feel comfortable, particularly if it's a synthetic wig. Although some of these synthetic wigs can get pricey. I'll put the price and all the details on this wig down in the description box, so you'll know how much it costs if and when you go, and the actual name of the wig, if you decide to pick this one up. And of course, the more you run your fingers through it, the bigger she's going to get. But that doesn't bother me. And it's lightweight. That's the other thing. You don't want your synthetic wigs to be heavy and burdensome. Okay, so here she is on the right side. Here she is. Here she is on the left side. Isn't she fluffy and fun? And then here she is all the way in the back. Now, for me, this is a fairly long wig. I usually stop around my shoulders, but this is a curly 22-inch wig. And you know, curly wigs, stand up a little bit. It's down below my bra level. But that's the only time you really know what length they are, is if you pull curls out, and who's going out to do all of that. But do know that my neck is short, and so the wig is going to look longer on me than it will on other people. So if you have a long neck, take that into consideration, that it's not going to look the same on you. But thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another episode of Mains by Maturish. Every now and then I have to buy a curly wig and give one away. Keep looking for the details to the next giveaway, because it will be a curly wig, and that one is big and curly like this one. I forget the brand, but it is a 1B30, so it will have the kind of rust or copper colored streaks in a black curly wig, and I think you might like it. Yeah, and I will post pictures of the wig so you'll know. Thanks again for coming to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please get down there and subscribe. See, here I go again. There. The button's right there. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll know when I upload another video, which won't be long, I'm sure, because I'm always uploading videos, because I have to have a video every Monday and Wednesday. For showing up and showing out for me. I appreciate it. If you don't mind, would you like, share, and subscribe to the channel? Remember, you're special, because everybody's special. And I love you just the way you are, because nobody can do you the way you do you. So until next time, till we meet again, que sera, sera. I will see you later. Bye.